Hey, Texas Values friends, Jonathan Saenz here, president of Texas Values. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We're usually not here on Sunday. We're usually not working on Sunday. We're usually not sending you emails or posting on social media on Sundays, but today is an exception because the Texas House just gave final approval, which is considered third reading, to the Texas Ten Commandments Law, Senate Bill 10. This makes it clear in every public school classroom, and there are over 9,000 of them, there can be a copy of the Ten Commandments hanging in those public school classrooms. Now, it's not over. They put an amendment, a small amendment, a technical amendment on the bill at the end. Just means the Senate has to say they accept it. It's called concurrence. The author of the bill in the Senate is Brandon Creighton. He's already expressed his support of the amendment. Shouldn't be a big deal. It's just one little small half step. Then it goes to Governor Abbott's desk. This is one of the most talked about pieces of legislation of this session. As a matter of fact, after it passed the first time yesterday, there was a flood of national articles hitting social media and hitting the internet. No surprise, because we do things big in Texas. Texas Ten Commandments Bill, Senate Bill 10, passing, and I actually went into a little more detail. I didn't give Covey some. But let me get him in here because he worked a lot on this bill.
Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, it was fantastic to be able to work on this bill. It really is a historic bill, and just you described it perfectly. This gives the opportunity for classrooms to have a copy of the Ten Commandments posted in their public school classroom. That includes charter schools as well, and people can volunteer. They can actually donate the funds or donate these copies of the Ten Commandments. So it's a very exciting thing, and I think it goes to something that Senator King, the Senate author of the bill, said, that kids and students are crying out for moral clarity. They're crying out for being able to understand, where does the basis of our law, who is the true lawgiver? And the Ten Commandments, there is no more of a historically significant document in our culture, in our civic society here in America and in Texas than the Ten Commandments. So we know that the U.S. Supreme Court has already ruled that this is completely constitutional, that this is something that religion is not, government doesn't have to be neutral towards religion. Religion actually has a significant place in our society, so it's great to see that Texas has taken this step forward and that we've gotten to where we are now.
And I'm glad you mentioned Senator King, because I said Brandon Creighton at the beginning of the video. That's another bill I'm going to let Mary Elizabeth talk about for just a second, but Senator Phil King is the author of the bill in the Senate, and he's going to accept that one small technical amendment. But this is mainly celebrating the Texas Ten Commandments bill. This is a monument outside of the Texas Capitol. Greg Abbott, our current governor, argued this case at the U.S. Supreme Court to make sure that this monument could stay. But we're going to wrap this up because with one other bill that is related to education, Senate Bill 12, we're going to let Mary Elizabeth talk to you about that.
Yes, Senate Bill 12, which is the parental rights.
Talk to you about that.
Yes, Senate Bill 12, which is the Parental Rights in Education bill. And you probably heard me say last night, people are calling it all different things, and you probably saw a lot of different accusations in the news, but this bill is a major win for parental rights. Some of the things that you wouldn't expect are actually in this bill. Last night I talked about how sex ed opt-in is in this bill. This is also making sure that certain topics aren't taught in the classroom: sexual orientation, gender identity. You probably saw that that was a point of tension last night because the LGBTQ caucus kept bringing points of orders on the bill, but that bill successfully just passed on third reading after having its first vote last night at midnight, and so we're happy that that's moving forward. But it's a huge win to make sure that there's transparency in education, make sure that you're in control of what's being taught in the classroom, what kind of clubs are at the school as well, and even more importantly, the grievance process. So many of you come to us about how the grievance process is not working for you. You go all the way to the top and don't get the proper relief or the proper address of your issue. Well, this streamlines this process and make sure that you get an answer. So very happy about SB 12.
And I think it got 10 degrees hotter as we were standing out here, so we're going to wrap this up in just a minute. Listen, if you see value in our work, go to our website, txvalues.org. Make a tax-deductible donation for our work. You see, we're going to be here a little bit longer here on Sunday because the Texas House is still meeting, so is the Texas Senate. Could have some good news. Senate Bill 13, that is an important parental rights bill. That's going to be on the House floor for a vote tomorrow on Monday. Could be some good stuff on Tuesday. Go to our website, txvalues.org. Go to our social media sites. Make that tax-deductible donation today, and that's how together we can protect faith, family, and freedom in Texas.